In the debate over American immigration, one phrase dominates: why don't they just get in line? This question is at the heart of the idea that it's easy to enter the country legally. It's a concept built on the assumption that a clear, accessible path exists for everyone who wants to follow the rules. But for families and the world's most talented professionals, the reality is far more complex. It's not that they're looking for a shortcut. It's that the legal line is often structurally broken. Today, we're looking past the talking points to ask the real questions. What does the legal immigration line actually look like in 2026? Is professional merit enough to guarantee you a seat at the table? And why are some families being told to wait over 14 years for an initial approval?
Just a quick reminder, if you appreciate this in-depth content, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps us bring you more. Now on with the video.
Most people think the process starts at the border, but for the legal applicant, it starts years earlier. Take the O-1 visa for individuals with extraordinary ability. To even apply, you must spend 3 to 6 months meticulously gathering evidence, peer letters, deal memos, and proof of international acclaim just to prove you're at the top of your field. Or look at the E-2 Treaty Investor Visa. You don't just apply for a business visa. You have to put your capital at risk first. This means entrepreneurs often spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and fully set up a U.S. business before they can even ask for permission to stay. It's a high-stakes gamble where you're all in before the first card is even dealt.
For those of you watching who have started this journey, how long did it take you just to get your paperwork in order? Let us know in the comments.
But while some paths are defined by mountains of evidence, others are left to pure, blind luck. For specialty workers seeking an H-1B visa, the challenge isn't just about your resume, it's the lottery. Because demand for these specialty roles is so high, the system uses a strict two-step process. Instead of applying whenever you're ready, there is only a single 15-day window each year to even enter the running. At this stage, your employer submits a simple electronic registration, essentially a ticket to a draw. No human officer has even looked at your degree, your resume, or your life's work. A computer algorithm simply decides if you're even allowed to move forward. In 2026, there were 358,737 registrations for only 85,000 slots. That means roughly 65% of qualified, sponsored, and vetted professionals, doctors, engineers, and researchers were told no by a computer before they even had a chance to present their case. Adding to the friction, the random draw now includes a new layer, a wage-weighted system, meaning your salary now dictates your odds. Coupled with a 2025 proclamation that imposes a $100,000 fee for international applicants, the barrier for entry has never been higher. The bottom line? The legal path now comes with a 6-figure price tag and a weighted algorithm, making a process that was already a gamble even more exclusive. This randomness and scarcity contradict the idea that legal entry is easy or guaranteed for people who meet the criteria. Now look at this. We're pulling up the latest data from March 2026. This table shows the reality of the gridlock. We are currently facing a record backlog of over 11.3 million pending cases. Look at the range here. Even a simple travel document, just the permission to leave and return to the U.S. while your case is pending, now takes between 16 and 19 and a half months. And if you are trying to sponsor a family member, an I-130 petition can take anywhere from 17 to 173 months. That is over 14 years of waiting just for an initial approval. Families are being kept apart for over a decade, not because of a lack of legal status, but because the machinery of the state has ground to a halt. When wait times stretch for years before approval, the system isn't just slow, it's structurally impossible for many. Even if you win the lottery, and survive the decade-long wait, you still face a subjective character and health test. Under the public charge rule by the Department of State, an officer can deny your visa based on a totality of circumstances. They can look at your age, your health, or even your lack of private insurance and decide you might one day be a financial burden. Add to that the medical screening, which mandates over a dozen vaccinations, and you realize the system isn't just looking for reasons to let you in. It's actively looking for reasons to keep you out. This is a high-stakes gauntlet where even a perfectly qualified applicant can be disqualified by a subjective decision. This isn't just an immigrant problem. It's a systemic bottleneck that simply hasn't been updated for the modern world. There is a rare bipartisan consensus from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce to leaders across the political spectrum that the current system is out of step with our economy and fundamentally broken. Modernizing this system is essential for America to remain globally competitive, yet the gridlock persists. So back to our original question. Is it easy to enter the United States legally? The verdict? That is completely false. Legal immigration is a grueling, expensive, and often random journey that requires more than just following the rules. It requires an elite strategy. But while the hurdles are real, so is the opportunity for those who refuse to give up. We believe that recognizing these real hurdles helps us advocate for a future that celebrates global talent. As attorney Chris M. Ingram says, "From casework, we see how layered and deliberate the legal immigration process really is. Documentation, vetting, caps, country limits. It's all designed to balance legitimate access with national priorities. Recognizing the real hurdles helps us advocate for meaningful improvements that don't compromise fairness or security." In this video series, attorney Chris M. Ingram and his team are debunking false narratives to raise awareness about the positive impact immigrants have always had on making America great. We'd love to read your thoughts in the comments below, so stay tuned for our next video where we take on another immigration myth.